I just wanted to talk about why we are here and how we came together. And I think we came together through SIBO. SIBO, great technology. We are also using it very often for testing and for demoing our product, but also for deploying live clusters. And then we found you guys and your amazing product. Together we have something amazing, something really cool that we want to demonstrate today and to see. Maybe to start, I wanted to show something about the history of Kubernetes. I think most of you know that, but I just try to summarize and see a bit how the idea of Grapple came together. So actually, when everything started, Kubernetes, then it was rather stateless, and with the time, people added state, and Kubernetes was getting stateful, and then there came data on Kubernetes. There was a community where I got some ideas for this slide from, so thanks a lot for that. And then also infrastructure on Kubernetes with likes of crossplane, and so I think, and also with KubeFirst. So where can the future bring us? I think that's the question that we can that we have asked ourselves, and then we came up with the following. So we think, why just generate infrastructure on Kubernetes? You can also go a bit further, and you can automatically generate or create application components for yourself and for your applications, for your cloud native applications within Kubernetes. So that was the idea how we came to Grapple. I wanted to show you the application set quickly. There is a Grapple application set. It's just a kind of a wrapper around APIs and UI modules. So you can have multiple APIs and multiple UI modules in one application set, and you deploy that application set, and then it will spin up all the required resources for it. And to have a look at such an application set, how that looks like. Let's open it in the edit mode, and we will see the structure of that application set. So you can see here now the APIs that we defined. In this case, we have a data source with like secrets that come from external secrets or from any other secret source. And then you have the discovery. So this is the discovery mode. That's all you need to build a discovery for your database. And here we have the secrets that I connected. That's, I think, a kubeblocks database here in this case, which creates a secret, so I can just make use of it and include it. And a bit of magic to load data from an external data source. It's kind of a backup or so that I use as a basis for my development. And then you can add additional relationships that might not have been in the database, or you can build relationships from different data sources. So you can have multiple different data sources attached, and then you can build a relationship across the one and the other data source, so to link the information together, which is usually in a database not possible, but here you can actually do that. And then the magic about the APIs is this: it will generate your API on the top of it, and then you have here the configuration of the UI modules, and that's it. So that's a pretty simple configuration file. So it will generate this page for you, which is the API module. And in the API module, you can see that it generates all the REST calls that you would expect: post, delete, patch, get, and you can start interacting with the data. You can also see the relationships are generated automatically. That's the relationship that before there, and so on. And you can really interact with this data, and as a benefit, you get fully blown open specification that you can use and implementing it into an application or whatever. It's also possible to have authentication layers on top of it and so on. I will not go into those details, but that's all available. And the second layer, the UI modules, that's what we can see here. So the APIs, I think you know that. Everybody, or most of you that have already built an API, you know the API specification. That's a bit more special. That's why I take a bit more time to look at that. So you have all the same endpoints that we have here: customers, employees, I don't know what. The same endpoints have been generated here, and these are some basic UI models that have been generated for it. So, and these are modules, so you can really extract them and use them in your application. As an example, we have also, with every deployment, we also deploy such a module overview. Like this, you can see what kind of modules you have and how they would look like at the end of the day. and all the names of the modules are here listed as well. And there is many. They all automatically generate, and you can use them and configure them in your application. So let's try to change something. Let's go here, and this is my API layer. If I go to the API layer, I have a ping endpoint. It says hello from Grapple. Let's try to find my ping endpoint. I have a ping endpoint here, so that's one of the injections that I built. So this could be anything that you developed. You can see that that's code for it. There is an hello from Grapple, so let's update that to hello from construct live demo. And if I save that, after a couple of seconds, it should automatically reflect all the changes that I do in my backend, not only changing the text, but everything that you like. We also have a look at a bit more complicated use cases in a minute. And so we changed our backend. Let's change our UI. Before I said there is standard components that are generated, and there is also kind of injected modules that you can build on top of the standard modules and ship it with the backend modules, so that you can reuse it in different ways and make it more flexible and compatible. And if you do that, then you have also an injection layer here. So you have all the API stuff that you can inject, and you have here UI modules that you can inject. So this is the trainer dropdown that you can see here. So it should not take long, and you should see in the backend, here, you see here, you have the new injected UI module here. But my nightmare if something goes wrong with UI development. Thanks, Fred.
My pleasure.
Yeah, so we changed the UI layer. So we have 2 layers, and the third layer is the actual application. So why not change the actual application as well? So what could we change? So again, here, quite simple. I just have 3 elements that I display, and I can do some simple changes in the UI, and it should update immediately if I do something that does update. Yeah, so and I can, for example, also use a completely different UI module, and should also update. You can see that it's not it's now customers and not employees anymore as before. So you can easily change that, and this is the consuming the auto-generated UI modules. You can imagine what you can do with it.